What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Lawn Shark channel. So today we are going to do our second part of spring prep for the lawn season. Last week we talked about pre-emergent and the importance of putting pre-emergent in your lawn. It is also important that you wait for the right time of the season and the right temperatures. And we talked a lot about that in that video, so you can go back and check out all of that. For this video, we are going to talk about grub control, which is one of the big things that I try to take care of each year. For me, one of the reasons why I take care of it is that I'm trying to minimize the food sources for moles in my lawn. Now, I don't have a big mole problem. I have a little bit around the perimeter, but I do have problems with my neighbors having moles, and I don't want those moles coming into my lawn. And last year when I did this video talking about grub control, I got quite a bit of pushback. I had several people tell me, well, you know, moles don't really eat grubs that much. They really eat worms. And I don't want to kill worms because worms are good for your soil. And then I also had some people say that I probably wasn't going to be very happy with the results of what this particular product was going to do to minimize grubs. And I think that they are correct in the sense that it is not the main food source for moles. But I also think that it's important for you to take care of grubs in your lawn for various reasons. And I think that last year I probably didn't do such a good job of explaining what those benefits are. Probably the biggest thing that you need to worry about when it comes to grubs is the fact that if you don't take care of them in the spring, it's going to be a losing battle throughout the rest of the season. The chemicals that you have to use to kill grubs later on in the season are a lot harsher. This is really more of preventative, and it's something that you're going to do during the spring. The purpose of the Grub X, which is the Scott's product that I use every year, is to kill the larva of a Japanese beetle, which is the grubs. And those grubs are going to, if they become an infestation in your lawn, what they're doing is they're going to sit there and eat all of the roots of your lawn. And the biggest thing that I always worry about is that the infestation of those grubs usually are not clear until you have to dig through the surface. And by the time you figure out that you've got a problem, the roots are gone, and then everything starts turning brown. And now it's hard to fix the problem because all those roots are gone, and then you're waiting till fall again to take care of it, which is the same thing I had to do with my fungus control last year. So at least with this, I don't have to worry about a grub problem in my lawn for the season. So Grub X is a great product. I don't know of any other products that are out there. I'm sure that there are some that you can order online, but while I did state in the last video that I was going to try to stick with big box products for the most part as opposed to ordering some of the other online products, I honestly don't know of any other products that you can use in the spring, and I'm sure somebody's going to comment, and if they do, I'm happy to hear what those products are. But since I'm sticking with the big box products anyway this year, Grub X is the one that I'm going to use. And again, I use this every year, so it's not anything new for me. One of the things you have to keep in mind, and I did just mention it, is that this is something you have to do in the spring. Do not wait until later on. You want to take care of the larvae of these Japanese beetles early on in the season. Once they get too big, this is less effective. So this is the perfect time of the year to do it. Spring is all over the place here in Nashville. We are 75 degrees today. I went camping on Saturday and it was 44. But, you know, you just have to figure out that this is around the right time of the year for us to be taking care of this. Now that we're in March and April, temperatures start to go up. And so we have to take care of everything that we can in the spring so that we have a much more successful lawn season during the summer. So with that, we're going to put down this Grub X. This bag is massive. It's a 10,000 square foot bag, which the reason why I bought it is because I'm going to take care of my neighbor's lawn as well. I'm not going to film his yard, but I am going to put it in both of our yards, and that's why I picked such a large bag. This is not something I want to put down a second time. It's a one and done, and then we won't have to worry about it until later on in the season. Now, if there's an infestation that I'm not aware of or something happens, I can always apply something else, but this has been very effective for me over the last several years, and so I don't anticipate any problems. So with all that, let's get to it. All right, folks, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. It's just running through your lawn. If you notice, I went through a few more times than I probably would have under normal circumstances, but I'm not sure of the settings on that spiker. I say this every time I use it, but I kept it pretty low. The prills are actually really, really small, and so I wasn't sure exactly what the opening should be, but I want to make sure I got good coverage, and I knew how much product I had to put down, and so I just went through until I made sure everything was covered, both in the front and the back. So we should be in good shape for the spring, and like I said, if we run into a problem with these grubs later on in the season, then we'll deal with it a different way, but this is probably your best bet as far as grub control to make sure that your lawn stays healthy and also to eliminate some of the food sources of some of the critters that are around here. You know, one of the things that I mentioned was moles, but in my other house, one of the problems that I really had was armadillos, and they would literally dig these tiny holes all over the lawn. It looked like the surface of a golf course where I had all these divots everywhere. We want to make sure that we keep all the critters, not just moles, out of our lawn, but obviously the biggest thing is that we want to make sure that we keep grubs from ruining our lawn by eating up all of the roots of the plants. With that, I hope you guys learned something, and feel free to comment down below. I know I joked around in the last video that I don't really care what people say. I do care. In fact, I learned quite a bit from people commenting. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you have any words of wisdom, please feel free to comment down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if I have earned your subscription. And if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great week, everybody.